Hey guys, this doesn't matter, and
Ellen the Dream.
And this is episode 40 of our podcast Confessions of a Stan Mixer Edition. Holy crap, episode 40.
40? Oh, wow.
That's so crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, we'll have the same moment again in 10 episodes. So,
yeah.
So this week we are going to be doing another Tourverse tour because you guys seemed to like the last one we did. You were very upset with us for not being fair to LM5, but I hold true to what we said.
Yeah.
This time we are going to do Salute versus Get Weird. I am arguing for Salute, and you
I'm arguing for Get Weird.
Said with a lot of confidence.
I'm not good at debating stuff like this.
All right, guys, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, literally.
So, if we're honest with you guys, we're starting a little late today. We're a little tired. We're a little hungry. And we're not as well organized as we perhaps should have been to have a true debate. That being said, though, bear with us. We might get a little bit delirious. And I think the result is going to be that we're all going to have fun.
Yeah.
So, at this point, this is why you listen to our podcast, right?
Yeah, like the amount of delirious episodes we've had, you would have stopped listening by now if you didn't like that.
Honestly, like you wouldn't be here if you weren't coming for this. So,
yeah.
Our strong opinions and the delirium.
Yeah.
All right. I guess first off, I'm gonna sell Salute, I guess.
Okay.
Right? That's how that works. I forget how we did this last time.
I probably should have listened to the episode again, but I didn't think to do that until just now.
Yeah, same. Guys, next time we promise we'll get a format down for these. We just, like I said, not quite as prepared as we probably should have been.
Oops. Sorry.
We're working out the kinks. It's fine.
40 episodes.
Oh yeah, 40. Hey, by episode 50, guys, we'll have it worked out.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Now we have to make episode 50 a Tourverse tour and have it all figured out.
Yeah. Have it be like the most intense one yet.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go full out. We'll get like sound effects in here. All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna sell Salute. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Salute. Choreography up the wazoo. More complicated, more interesting, more themed. We had a stage glow up. Like, there's so many different levels to the stage. It's so complex to look at. It allows for there to be a lot of stage choreography in addition to the dance choreography, which is really interesting. And also having the girls be able to go up different levels and be at different areas gives different people in the audience a different view so that you're not always just like seeing them as tiny little people at the front of the stage. Maybe I should leave that point. I'm going to leave that point to itself. Let you respond. We're not super well organized, guys, so stick with us. We're figuring it out as we go.
Okay. So like that was like choreography.
That's like general choreography plus stage.
Okay, so I'll add in the stage because like my stage is kind of like incorporated with like interludes and like all that stuff. So I'll cut that out and like go around that. So choreography, I don't actually have a positive. I only have a con for it. So I guess I'll respond with that. And that is that by the end of the tour, it got sloppier, which like is pretty normal. But I feel like by the end, it just kind of got like not as professional.
My tour or your tour?
Oh, my tour.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Well, I was thinking to myself, aren't you supposed to be arguing that Get Weird is better?
Well, yeah, but I don't have a better thing for that one.
You don't have a pro for the choreography on Get Weird?
I didn't think to make that a category. I forgot. I made every other
choreography.
Yes. Listen, it's been a week. It's always been a week for me. But I only have a con.
No, I don't want your con. I mean, your con is accurate, but I don't want it. Okay, guys, we're starting this off on the right foot. We're not going to do Get Weird dirty the way some of you think we did LM5 tour dirty. And I'm going to argue for Get Weird on behalf.
Thank you.
For Get Weird's choreography.
I told you I was a mess.
that it was a major step up from Salute as far as being in sync, as far as like looking very cohesive on stage, as far as each girl's individual dancing, minus Cough Jessie. And I mean, to be fair, like Jessie did look good on a number of the choreographies still, but like she definitely did not improve the way the other girls did. Clearly a lot of rehearsal time went in. Like 3 out of 4 of the girls were much better dancers. Jessie was still a really good dancer. They were more in sync with each other, more in sync with their dancers. It was more interesting choreography, in my opinion. I mean, some of like the Salute Tour choreography was interesting too, but I think that most of the Salute Tour choreography that was really interesting was like... Most of the Salute Tour choreography that was interesting came from like covers, whereas I feel like the interesting choreography on the Get Weird tour came from their actual songs, Cough, Cough, Lightning, and DNA. And I think even Groan could kind of be counted as interesting in a way. It was just all more like cohesive and group worthy, more than it had been in the past. And I think that it was more rehearsed. And I mean, I don't know if it actually was more rehearsed, but it looked more rehearsed. And I had something else to say about it. I'm kind of forgetting what it is, which is why I'm umming. Oh, and I think it was some like really interesting choreography, like Lightning and DNA, and the remix they did to DNA to get that like ballroom dancing in the beginning and like treating them like dolls. That's super interesting choreography. Like you wouldn't expect to see that at a pop star concert. The Lightning DNA like transition and the choreo is not really, I mean, Lightning might be what you expect from a pop concert, but like that classical like ballroom dancing at the beginning of DNA, I feel like was such a creative choreography to add. And so there, I've now argued for the Get Weird choreo.
Thanks.
See, guys, I'm not letting Get Weird done dirty. Did that make sense? I don't know, but if it did, I tried, guys. What am I? Oh, is okay. So back to my turn. Okay, so you want to do kind of like set list?
Sure.
Okay, let's be real. Salute Tour is like the ballad tour. Mm-hmm. We got Towers. We got Good Enough. Come on, guys. Come on. We also have like You're Not As like ballady ballads of like Little Me and Change Your Life. Towers and Good Enough are iconic Little Mix ballads, arguably some of their best to date. And for the most part, they were live. So, I mean, on the Salute Tour, which I'll admit, its biggest con is that almost everything was lipped, but the majority of the ballads are live and it's on the Salute Tour. And I mean, that really speaks for itself. And just to let you know, by the way, guys, as far as like set list goes, Salute had 12 album tracks and Get Weird on the UK leg only had 11. And on the Europe leg, it only had 8.
I have 12 on here.
Oh, did you include the beginning? I didn't because it's not a real performance.
Oh, I did, even though it's not real.
No, that doesn't count. That's like me saying that like Strip was performed on LM5.
I mean, they got it in there.
No.
Okay, so we had 11, which is still better than like LM5.
Sure, it's not better than Salute, which had 12.
It's one off. It's not that big of a deal. But we got the cool mashup with all the covers, and we got a remix of How You Doing. We got nope, because Salute had for sure the better covers. Okay. Dark Horse and Talk Dirty Can't Hold Us, plus Run the World, plus In Paris, and the choreography for all of the Salute covers is better for the choreography than for the covers that was happened on the Get Weird tour. And we got a different remix of, if you want to go remixes, because I have notes about that. We got our remix of Move, How You Doing, DNA, and Good Enough. Obviously, Good Enough live is superior to the studio version. We all agree about that. And so you got a version of How You Doing remix, but so did we. We also got Move, like the beginning, the slowed down.
Yeah, but we had a different remix of Move too.
Yeah, but I like the one that was on my tour better.
Okay, fine.
So in my book,
the How You Doing remixes are fairly equal.
Yeah.
And Good Enough is superior. Good Enough is too superior. Argue with the wall.
need to win here. I'm not in a very argumentative mood right now. I'm tired. Those are my only points. This is a train wreck. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at these. I thought
we'll be more prepared next time, guys. We'll set more structured boundaries.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, you'll win this one, unfortunately. Tour visuals.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give that one up to you from the get-go, because like I can't really argue that Salute tour visuals are better than Get Weird tour visuals. But I will argue that Salute tour visuals aren't as bad as you probably think they are, because they weren't as bad as I thought they are when I was watching the Salute tour for this.
Yeah, no, they're not bad, but the Get Weird ones are better.
Like the Change Your Life DNA, A Different Beat Move, like Wings, like those tour visuals were actually like pretty decent. Considering, and they were definitely an improvement from DNA. Like Salute Tour in general, I know we're not comparing it to DNA, but like was such a step up from Salute was such a step up from DNA, and like it just everything was a massive like glow up, except for the whole lip syncing thing. Like a budget glow up, an arena glow up, tour visual glow up, a remix of songs glow up, like stage glow up, costume glow up, like dancing glow up. Everything was a glow up. Yeah. You win tour visual, but I will just say like it really isn't that bad.
Yeah, no, Salute visuals aren't that bad.
They definitely lack the production and the budget that Get Weird had, though.
Definitely, yeah. I'm trying to figure out what else I can include. But that's really
Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning was the best one.
Yep.
I literally have it in here, especially Lightning.
Lightning and DNA is the crowning jewel of the Get Weird tour.
Literally, like, well, Lightning's my favorite song, so it's gonna win no matter what.
Well, no, but like objectively, it's the crowning part of the Get Weird tour.
Yeah.
Choreo, song, performance, like theater aspect, dramatic, stage production,
everything,
visuals, like
God, yeah. Should I include like the interludes in here?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Well, we got like the cool, like they had, I feel like our, like the interludes for Get Weird really matched. Like, I'm going to use like, I know I should probably be using Salute Tour, for example, but I'm not. I just keep going back to LM5 since that's what I did last time. But like, I feel like LM5, they were with the interlude, they didn't match what was happening, but like in Get Weird, they did. So like the beginning played and then like they sang and then that was a bad one to use for a first example. For when they had weird people, they had the whole interlude about weird people, and then weird people play. Like it just matched up and made sense.
Yeah, I feel like the interlude for Get Weird were very on theme.
Yeah.
I agree about that. So it just can't hold up against like production. Interludes and visuals and production and stuff. Like it was such a huge update from DNA, but here's how I think about it, guys. Not that I'm conceding or anything, just on this one point, but like also kind of in general, but specifically on this one point, I feel like Salute had to walk so Get Weird could run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like Salute in comparison to DNA is a massively better tour, and Get Weird took all the stuff Salute did well and like expanded on it with a bigger and better like production and budget. It's just hard to like argue Salute was better because it was like the first rendition and Get Weird just improved upon it. Mm-hmm. But Salute, like, I don't want to undersell Salute. Like it really was a truly impressive glow up from DNA. And it was like an impressive tour on its own too. Because we also have to remember that like the technology wasn't quite as fancy and cheap as it is now, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, like the Salute tour too was like it had a lot of their first arena moments, like selling out the O2 and like performing to such huge crowds, like on their own. And so there were a lot of like big pop star moments that happened on the Salute tour.
Yeah,
getting to like be like lower down from the ceiling, and you know, just like cool things.
Yeah.
I will argue. I feel like Salute does hold its own with dancing and the cover songs chosen, like the performances and the songs.
Yeah, it does.
And I feel like on stage production, not on like production design, but like on the actual stages, I feel like Salute could hold its own against Get Weird. Because Get Weird was just like a boring one stage.
Yeah, that's the only thing about Get Weird is that it didn't have any like levels. It only had the one like little spot in the back, and they didn't even go back there that much. So that's really all we had. Like, it looked cool, but like that was really it. And then if you want to count like the Asian, like there were the stairs in the back, but even then,
which is like meh.
Yeah,
which
it wasn't anything
which was
cool.
Just to prop up Salute, which was stolen from the Salute tour.
Yeah.
Because both the setups for Change Your Life and Little Me are the same in Get Weird as they were for Salute.
Yeah.
And so is Wings, kind of, a little bit. The choreography's a little bit different and stuff, but like the staging is a little bit the same. Get Weird really learned to run off of Salute.
Yeah.
That was like really a growing moment. Anything else? For cons for Get Weird, I have Perry's voice with a sad face.
Yeah.
I have OMG. And I have stage boring.
Yeah. I mean, those were all
what cons do you have for me for the Salute tour?
Okay, I have like two things, but like one you've already said, like, but I already had it, so I didn't want to say it again, but it's how besides the ballads, it was mainly not live.
Oh yeah. All the hell.
Also the fact that it was only UK.
Would you like me to jump in?
Yes, please. It might jumpstart my thoughts.
It was only in the UK, but even the shows in the UK were really limited. It was a very small tour.
Yeah.
And which, I mean, like, is not surprising since they were so new in their career, but also like Get Weird just kept getting extended. And then, you know, just all of the cultural appropriation.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if I should, so I didn't, but I was thinking it.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's better not ignore it. It happened. It's bad. It's a lot. Okay, so I feel like I don't remember how much of... Guys, I promise we'll come up with like a real format for this debating. I promise you we will. It's been a really, really long time since we recorded the last debate episode. Like months and months.
Yeah.
So I do not remember how we set it up, and I'm a dum-dum and I didn't go back to re-listen to it. So I promise you the next time we do one of these, whether it's the 50th episode or not, we will definitely have a better setup for this. Yeah. Let's go through and see kind of like who won what and if we have something in contention, right? Choreography. Come on, it goes to me.
Yeah.
Because outside of Lightning and DNA, like Get Weird's choreography is like, it's good, but like Salute, the group dancing and the individual dancing wasn't as good, but the choreography throughout the whole show was just so much better.
Yeah, like Get Weird had its moments, but Salute, but like overall,
Salute was consistent overall, like through the whole show. Okay, and that's what you get for lipping everything. Give and take, guys.
Yeah.
Which means on vocals,
I win.
You win. Yeah, because you know you had way more things that were live. Yeah. Let's see. And then set list.
You win.
I mean, I want to argue that I win.
I literally have in here that you already win because they're not my like I don't like the songs that are on the Get Weird set list as much as I do on the Salute one. But I mean, there were a lot of Get Weird ones. Like, that was my only argument, that it was consistently
and
Get
I
Weird.
Still beat you by one.
Yeah. But like they're not. I don't prefer those songs over Salute ones.
I will say, like, objectively, why I think Salute wins the set list argument. It does have 12 like album tracks itself. The cover songs and performances they chosen were actually really well done and had a lot of choreography, a lot of crowd interaction. And I think that the set list, there was also just like a lot of remixes to the older songs that weren't going to be as interesting to fans who have already seen them before. Like Move was a single, and so they performed it a lot, and so they did a remix. How You Doing and DNA were obviously from the DNA album, and so they got a remix. Good Enough on the Salute album still got a remix, and they should have been recorded that way in studio. And so I feel like that's why Salute wins set list.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like Get Weird did have like it did feature a decent amount of Get Weird songs, but I feel like they were pretty close to the studio version for the most part.
Yeah, and there were songs I would have liked to have live instead of some of the ones that we did.
Yeah, and there are also some poor set list choices like Cough, OMG, Cough.
Yeah.
But I do think that one's a closer call, but I do think Salute takes set list.
Yeah, same.
Stage setup, like just staging, I think goes to Salute.
Yeah, Salute, because they had more.
Visual and interludes goes to Get Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, like locations and amount of shows and stuff, that has to go to Get Weird and like touring internationally.
Yeah. We had like 2 separate, or I guess 3 in total.
Yeah.
4.
I mean, Salute did go to Japan, but like, can't compete.
Yeah.
Oh, like lights and colors. We didn't talk about this yet.
Oh, yeah.
Again, like, I hate to just like give up before we've even started. If you guys would prefer that we argue for things we know we've already lost, let us know.
Yeah, honestly.
Because I mean, like, I could make a try for it, but I also know I'm wrong. I was gonna say, I feel like when I was saying this about tour visuals, I feel like this applies to like the lighting and the colors as well. Like Salute had to walk so Get Weird could run, because I think that they were really like starting to mess with it and play with the different like lights and colors and like themes for the songs throughout the show on the Salute tour, and then it got kind of like executed well on the Get Weird tour.
Yeah, like they figured it out by Get Weird.
Yeah. So I feel like you would probably win like lights and stuff, but I want to give Salute its props because Get Weird wouldn't have, like, Get Weird took from Salute.
Yeah.
Oh, costumes. We haven't talked costumes yet.
Oh yeah, I have a whole topic on it. I didn't even like see it because it's like it mixed in.
I honestly don't know who wins.
That one's hard.
Got an atrocious outfit, but
no.
You got some funky ones.
Yeah, like I feel like because my tour had so many different locations that like they would switch them when they went somewhere new, and so we have like I have it all written down. I have 1, 2, 3.
Well, I mean, you just have the black and blue from the Europe leg, and then you have the Valentine's ones for the UK tour, the Love Me Like You ones, which are really just the foundational leotards from the Weird People and How You Doing one. So that's like kind of all one leotard really, but they're just like playing around with the accessories on top.
Yeah.
And then you had the Lightning DNA ones, which I think are actually a little ugly, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. We had the silver tan ones, jackets.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
I think that's all of them. I don't know. They all like look very similar, but they're all different. Like, because they, like you said, they're using like the same base.
Yeah, see, that's why I think that, like, I want to say that you win, except for, like, yours are kind of cop-outs.
Yeah, but I
like
feel
you had a lot of them, but they were just, like, switching out, like, the accessories. I mean, it's smart from, like, a production standpoint, because then the girls don't have to get in and out of leotards. You just, like, rip off, like, their top layers and throw them in something else. It's smart. I've had dance teachers do it to me. I understand the logic. But it does make it, like, a little bit more boring. Like, it does kind of all make the costumes look very similar. And so I feel like you could argue that, like, that makes it not win as easily as it otherwise would have.
That's true. I just like these costumes more than the Salute ones, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I like leotards more, so I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, I just like these are just like brighter and like blingier, and I like them. Like,
well, I like the darker aesthetic of the Salute ones more, but I like classic leotards more personally. So, like, I'm personally torn. But I do think that the Salute tour outfits might have matched the sections of the tour better than the Get Weird ones did, because the Get Weird ones were just like, here's a black leotard with like some frills on it and we'll just throw things at you to make it work. Whereas they looked like goddesses during the encore of Salute. They looked very 90s for their 90s R&B album and tour. They had like kind of like a darker, I'm gonna say grungier, but I don't really think it's the right word, to like fit the stage, to fit like the vibe of the tour. The dancers were dressed similarly that way. And I just feel like it was more cohesive and attuned to the sections. And like when they were performing, the more like heavy duty like choreo parts of songs. They were wearing the questionable cultural appropriation outfits that was supposed to make them look a little bit more like warriors, which I think like are close enough. They have questionable cultural appropriation things about them, but I think that they're also not outright horrendous in that sense. So I think that they could still, because I see those and I still could potentially think like Roman dress up. Does that make sense?
I guess I'm like looking at them right now.
Like specifically, I'm thinking everyone but Lee.
Yeah.
You know, like you're thinking a little bit of like dress up like a Roman, you know?
Yeah.
Like battle like in the what's it called? Help.
Oh god, I don't know. You were asking the worst person for this.
Crap, what's it called? This is famous. Why is this not coming to me? The fighting, the fighting, the gladiators. What the fuck? What is this called? I've been there. Fucking hell. Okay, guys, you know what I'm talking about. I get like a little bit of like that vibe, you know, from the outfit. So I feel like they're not like so far gone into cultural appropriation that like it's just like so cringe. But they are still kind of appropriating, and you can tell that they're inspired off of that. But I think that like it still kind of fits that like Roman gladiator look. And so I feel like that goes with some of like the Dark Horse choreo, the Salute choreo. And I don't know, I just feel like the Salute tour outfits were done better than people think they are on first sight. And I feel like the Get Weird tour costumes look flashier, look nicer, but they're kind of like cop-outs if you actually pay attention to what they're wearing.
Yeah. I'm looking at them right now. Cause I agree with that. Cause they're all very similar and they all are kind of more just like, I don't want to say thrown together, but they're simpler.
But they are.
Like, but the only thing I can really argue is that like half of them match what's going on, half of them don't, which I know like isn't comparable to Slew because, but like when they were wearing the pink and red ones, they matched the lighting in the back. When they were wearing the Get Weird stuff, it matched like the theme of the song. I keep saying Get Weird instead of Weird People. If I just assume that's what I'm talking about. I keep saying it. And the whole different colored hoodies remind me of like a retro vibe, and like they're singing "How You Doing," and for some reason that makes sense in my head. Yeah, but other than that, they don't fully match. Like the ones that they sing for the end are like my favorites, but they don't necessarily like they don't have the same like flowy dress look like some of their other costumes.
Yeah, I feel like Get Weird was like a true embrace of the leotard, and they really took it to heart. And don't get me wrong, I love a leotard. I love a classic leotard fit. You can literally see that they're just, for a lot of them, they're just running off stage and like putting on new jackets or like new crop shirts or like hoodies.
Yeah.
In order to change the costume for the song, or like not even for the song, but like for a new section of the tour. You know what I mean? And like you just kind of like, okay, but that's a cop out. That's a cheat. I see you cheating. They did make it work. They did it well. They cheated well. They cheated well. They cheated smart. And they probably saved money, which went back into the production of the show. So like, don't get me wrong. They did it smart. They did it well. It works. I'm just saying.
It's still cheating.
I think Salute could hold its own.
Yeah. Okay, so I have like 3 random moments, but like 2 out of the 3 of them are kind of like in the same ballpark. So I have like audience question mark.
Oh yeah, audience interaction was something we did last time.
Yeah.
Oh, we were so much better prepared last time.
I know. I wish I still had that list.
Oh God, we really apologize, guys. We promise we'll have this. Look, I'm writing it down right now. You can probably hear me typing, and if you can't, promise you I am typing. Oh, we'll have these better set next time. I promise, and we'll have sound effects next time. The dancing in and of itself, I feel like you win that. I win choreo. You win dancing.
Yeah.
The difference, guys, being that like they were as a group and mostly individually better dancers on the Get Weird tour, but the choreography was better on the Salute tour.
Yeah.
Audience interaction.
Yes.
I feel like they were kind of equal.
They were. Because I pretty much just have like the in-between like fun stuff that they would do.
Yeah.
Which was pretty like even, I would say.
Yeah, I think they did that on the Salute tour as well. I haven't here's the thing. When we argued Glory Days and LM5, I had watched enough of both of those dates, like all of the different dates of the show, not like the show itself, to know how genuine, like unrehearsed some of the interactions were between the girls themselves and the crowd. But I haven't watched enough dates of the Salute tour to know that same information. So I don't want to argue that mine's better or worse because I just don't know.
Yeah, because I've definitely watched a lot more of Get Weird than I have of Salute, as in the in-between conversations that they would be having.
Yeah. But even so, Get Weird is still really rehearsed.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I don't want to say that Get Weird isn't as rehearsed because I just haven't watched enough of Salute. Salute's a hard one because when you get that early on into the YouTube videos and stuff, the qualities just aren't as good. And I'm sure that they're probably, some of them you just can't find the songs or the tour dates. Some of them have trash audio. Some of them have bad visual. It's much, much harder to watch all of those dates and even to find them. Trying to look up and trying to find the dates for some of them is really difficult. So it's just harder to do. But I think audience interaction, I do feel based on what I know of it, it was pretty equal.
Yeah. The only things that I have that were specific to my tour, because they were fan projects. Well, one was a fan project. One, the fans kind of, I feel did joint with the girls, because we have the Cannonball moment where they sang Cannonball in Paris, which was really sweet. And then we had the Orlando tribute.
So I'd say we'll call that a tie.
Yeah.
All right, let's tally it up for real. Now I have them written down. Okay. Vocals goes to you. Keep track of your own count.
Oh, okay. I was unprepared for that.
I know, that's why I said it. Okay, vocals goes to you. Stage goes to me. Costumes is up for dispute. Choreo goes to me. Dancing goes to you. Set list goes to me. Audience interaction is tied. Give yourself a point. Scope goes to you. Do we want to say costumes are tied?
Yeah.
All right, so then give ourselves each a point. All right, I have 5. What do you got?
5.
Oh, we didn't do freaking visuals. Jesus Christ. Visuals and interludes. Jesus. Well, there you go. You win.
I finally won once.
How did I forget to write that down? My God.
I don't know. I forgot because mine is intertwined with some of the other categories. So you said it, and I was just yeah, that means all of them.
God. Yeah. Okay. So 6 to 5. I feel like that's not bad.
No, that's pretty tied. I don't remember what LM5 and Glory Days were. I feel like it was pretty drastic.
I think it wasn't a murdering, but it wasn't tied.
Yeah, it wasn't close.
Yeah. Much to the disdain, I think, of a lot of people who were watching.
Sorry. We tried.
We stand by what we said.
We were honest, at least. We could have lied.
We could have. Tell us if you want us to lie.
I should have.
Tell us if you want us to lie first while we debate, and then be honest after when we tally.
Yeah, be just kidding.
To be fair, guys, the next time you see this, we'll probably already have recorded the next version that will be more structured, but still tell us in the comments and we'll make adjustments.
We'll make it happen, don't worry.
Oh, production. Just general production. That goes to you. So 7 to 5.
7 to 5.
7 to 5.
Still pretty close.
Yeah, still pretty close. Again, guys, I really feel Salute had to walk so Get Weird could run.
Yeah. One wouldn't be there without the other.
Yeah.
The things that were tied is pretty much just kind of personal opinion things. They're not things that were actually realistically better. It was which one you just prefer.
Yeah, it's what you prefer, what you can objectively argue cohesively made sense or like had thought put into it or, you know, whatever. Which is really just like more subjective stuff. So I think that you could kind of swing this one way or the other depending on your opinion on the tours. But I think like this is a pretty fair.
Yeah. Like if Salute won, I wouldn't have been like, oh, like I would have been like, yeah, it should have won. Like it really was close.
It was a good tour. It was a good tour, especially for like that time of their career and stuff.
Yeah. If they had done it with more production, I feel like it would have gone even further.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's think about it this way. Like, Salute was ahead of its time. Like, they had all that budget for Get Weird because of Black Magic.
Yeah.
Like, and that, like, went number one. Like, Salute didn't have nearly the budget that Get Weird had.
No.
Or the exposure, or, like, the promo from, like, getting a number one, or like, all of that stuff. Like, and it still is so, like, closely tied to Get Weird. Like, that's so impressive. Yeah. All right. Personal preference. Which ones do we like better?
I think I'm going to just say Get Weird, honestly.
It's so hard. Get Weird is so much more polished.
Yeah, it's like I don't necessarily like the songs or like the theme of it, but just like in general, I just really like it. Like it was a tour that I watched a lot. It was a tour. I can't.
Girl, are you done?
Nope. It was a tour like I watched a lot. I can't. She's so good. It's a tour that I watched a lot of when I first became a fan. So I feel like it'll always have like a special place in my heart.
It's so hard for two reasons. I feel like Salute is the set list I would rather go see.
Yeah.
And is like the choreography and the like the dancing that I would rather go see.
Yeah,
but
just
as
like
far
that
as
dark
like
theme too.
Like I want to say Salute. And I always say as if I talk about this a lot. But I always say that when we talk about what do you wish you could have seen that you didn't get to like live, I always say that I wish I had seen a Salute era like festival performance. Because like I don't know, can I explain that to make it make sense? I mean, I would want the full Salute tour set list if in my dream world, if I could have everything. But I would want them to be kind of on like a bare minimum stage in like, you know, whatever kind of they want. I'm fine with their Salute era costumes. That's chill. And like if down to its foundational core, I would want to go to a Salute era performance. But as far as like going to a show and like it visually looking really awesome and the dancing being really on point and there being actual live singing and harmonies, I would want to go to Get Weird.
Yeah.
So like it's really hard.
Yeah.
But like I hate the set list.
That's the only thing is like I would go for Lightning because I love Lightning so much.
Lightning and DNA and the remix of Move is the only reason good to go to the Get Weird tour.
Yes. And I want to see how you do in that remix because I love that remix
and
so much.
Grown. I need to be in the audience when all the parents
so there's a few
about that.
I would love to see it on the end too.
But I think that I like how I said the majority of Good Enough was live when we were arguing this one. That's not true. It's like Jesse and occasionally Perry. Sorry to burst that bubble for anyone. But Towers is majority live. And so is the Little Me. Yeah, I guess I would. I can't pick.
Flip a coin.
Has she shut up at all? Guys, I'm positive I was not able to fully edit this out. My cat has been meowing for like 4 minutes straight.
It's such like an enthusiastic meow too.
It's like so cute and tiny and high. The part of me that wants to like see like a really polished like visually pleasing aesthetic tour wants to say get weird.
Yeah.
And the part of me that wants to go see Salute era Little Mix wants to go for the Salute tour. Whatever. I'm not picking. You said get weird. I'm not picking. All right.
Yeah. There we go. That works.
That's fine. I can cop out. If Get Weird can cheat on their costumes, I can cheat on my preference.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our debate on this one. I'm so sorry, guys, that we were so disorganized. I really thought we were better prepared before we actually started talking.
Well, I know. I told you I was a mess.
Yeah, but I thought that we were at least prepared as we were for the last one.
Well, I thought I was. That didn't happen.
That did not turn out to be the case.
No.
I think it helped us last time that we both prepped both sides.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking maybe I should do Salute, but I was like, but no, because then I didn't end up needing to use too much of it last time. So I was like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, I bullshitted a version for you just so that I could like get an idea of what you were gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
But I really didn't try that hard on it. See, last time, guys, what we did is we didn't know who was gonna argue LM5 and who was gonna argue Glory Days because we couldn't decide because neither of us wanted LM5, and so the truth is coming out. And so we ultimately decided that we were going to we were both going to prep it, and then whoever could make the best argument for each one was going to argue for that one. And we ended up being kind of equal anyway, so then I just forced her to take LM5 because I didn't want it. And
and I could argue because I was there.
Yeah, she had she could argue it better than I could, and I really didn't want it. So because she was there, and like even though I know like way too much about the LM5 tour, I just couldn't argue for it as well, or at least we felt like I couldn't. I don't know, maybe if I could have, but I didn't feel like I could, and so I didn't. And I also just wanted Glory Days because that was a personal belief. It's always better when you're arguing your personal belief.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe that's why we were more prepared last time. I think that's why we might have had more more cohesive categories.
Yeah, because we thought of them like ahead of time, probably.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Instead of only our tour.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, we have them written down now, guys. So we're going to be good to go next time.
Yeah, we can use it as like a blueprint.
Yeah. So we'll be much better prepared next time. But I feel like we made some pretty solid arguments.
Well, yeah, you did.
Thank you.
Mine was like a sentence. I was like, okay, that's it.
It was just easy to concede. I could probably bully my way into winning. Okay, guys. So that was our Salute Tour versus Get Weird tour this time around. Let us know what you guys thought below. Let us know if we missed anything. Let us know if you were highly amused or terribly annoyed. If you were terribly annoyed, please let us know with respect. And a little unprepared this time around, but I still had fun and I still really enjoy these. And I do want us to get a little bit more serious about them, especially as we get to ones that we're more passionate about, like Dangerous Women Tour and the Summer Hits Tour. And
some of the ones that aren't like a very I don't want to say obvious ones, but aren't just because they were next to each other.
Some of the harder to argue ones. So yeah, we're still in training wheels for these tour versus tour ones. So definitely let us know your thoughts. Again, we'll probably have recorded the next one by the time you guys see this. But we have a ton of tours to go through. So definitely let us know down your thoughts below. We read off to you guys the kind of new categories we were going to be looking at. So let us know if we forgot any, or if you guys want us to add any. Or maybe if you think some need to be combined or anything, but I kind of feel like they're pretty
solid.
Yeah, just let us know your comments, feedbacks. Let us know what your personal choice is. If we frustrated you again, like we did with the last one, let us know that too. I mean, I would also like to I want to see you guys giving me credit though for standing up for Get Weird immediately.
Thank you.
Because I could have just taken the win.
Yeah.
On the choreo section. But I didn't want to do that dirty to Get Weird the way that you guys said we did dirty to LM5. So I don't really think we did that dirty to LM5.
No, I feel like it was pretty solid.
Yeah. All right. All of you just disagreed with that. Let us know down below.
Dislike.
Anyway, guys, we're a little delirious. We're a little unorganized. We're very sorry, but we hope that you still had fun with us. I think we still made some good points. Let us know your thoughts down below, and we will go full out for the next one. Anyway, that is going to be it for this week. As always, please be respectful of us and of the other people in the comment section, and we will see you guys next week.